For years now, climate change has been at the forefront of global discussion, and in 2022, scientists and activists are begging world leaders to act in favour of the environment. The impacts of climate change are universal and will affect all life on Earth, which is why every industry needs to respond, including the creative industries. So what impacts do the creative industries have on the environment? From what seem to be small impacts, like the energy costs of streaming and production of TV, film, music, video games, to extremely carbon-heavy processes like international transport of workers and equipment, landfills full of wasted textiles from the fashion industry, and mass distribution of products. Many of the creative sectors are playing a role in the pollution of the Earth. The continuous creation and advertisement of new products and rapid mass distribution is driving a consumption-obsessed culture where every single day people want something new to watch, listen to, or play. But some creative businesses are already making efforts towards sustainability. Green touring is a commitment being made by some artists in the music industry, which involves making environmentally conscious decisions when planning national or international tours.
Basically, we just announced today, as you just said, it's the Where Do We Go World Tour. And basically, we're trying to be as green as possible on the entire tour. There's no plastic straws allowed. The fans are gonna bring their own water bottles. There's gonna be recycle cans everywhere. Because it's if something's recyclable, it doesn't matter unless there's a recycle bin.
For example, using climate-friendly venues and accommodation, climate-conscious catering for crew and staff, and selling eco-friendly merchandise. In the film and TV industry, using eco-energy suppliers for production down to the bulbs used for lighting are some of the seemingly small choices being made that, if everyone committed to, would result in significantly decreased climate impacts. The Albert Sustainable Production Certificate was created to award film and TV productions on their sustainability efforts, with 1917 being the first large-scale UK film to receive its certificate. This was achieved by having environmental impact observation roles on the production crew who would ensure sustainability practices throughout the process. For example, checking that everything was being recycled and using compostable materials where possible. The creative sector with the biggest impact, however, is the fashion industry. £140 million worth of clothing goes to landfill each year, and a quarter of industry resources are wasted as fabric and garment leftovers. Not only does making fashion products involve carbon-heavy processes such as extraction of raw materials, production, distribution and disposal, but many fashion brands are guilty of the 21st century phenomenon, greenwashing. Greenwashing is a form of marketing spin in which green PR and green marketing are deceptively used to persuade the public that an organization's products, aims, and policies are environmentally friendly. It's used by companies to attract environmentally conscious consumers without making any efforts towards sustainable practices. Although the term has relatively recently sprung into the public sphere, greenwashing has been going on since the 1960s. During the emergence of the anti-nuclear movement, advertisements for nuclear power began to make claims about cleanliness and safety while avoiding the subject of nuclear waste. Today, adverts are using words like eco-friendly, green, and bio, which might seem to indicate a company's conscious attitude towards its environmental impacts, but in reality are still causing enormous pollution and using unsustainable methods. So, what can creatives do to help fight climate change without falling into the trap of greenwashing? Not only can media creators engage sustainable practices into their work, like the team behind 1917, but stories told through media could also confront the topic.